Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Elisa Iwani binti Muslim, a Master of Education Mathematics student. Today, I will present a systematic review of Geogebra in mathematics education. Current developments in the Industrial Revolution 4.0 have transformed and advanced several industries including education. Now, education is known as Education 4.0. According to Khalil et al. In 2020, this term describes student-centered learning, a focus on 21st century skills, lifelong learning, and the incorporation of technology in the classroom. Teachers and students have many chances to enhance the quality of education and increase access thanks to the introduction of numerous new technologies in today's educational environment. Hence, it can be a reason to use the technology in mathematics education. Use of technology in mathematics education is crucial. This is due to the need to produce individuals who are highly skilled and able to face the challenges of the 21st century learning. It also has benefits of mathematics teachers and students such as enhancing teaching and learning effectiveness, student performance, and motivations. Geogebra is one of the educational software that can be used by mathematics teachers. This free dynamic mathematics software has multiple functions and can be used in various fields of mathematics. Hence, it will be easier for users such as teachers and students to use it efficiently in the mathematics classroom. Despite the fact that Geogebra is widely used, it is vital to understand how users in the field of mathematics education perceive and employ it during the teaching and learning process. According to Bedada and Makada in 2023, user perception may affect how Geogebra is used in the mathematics classroom. Therefore, this systematic review study's objective was to critically emphasize the user's perspective and the use of Geogebra in mathematics education in the chosen literature. The following inquiries will be discussed in this study. First, what are users' perspective and perception towards Geogebra? And second, how can Geogebra can be implemented in mathematics education? Now, I will continue with the literature review of Geogebra in mathematics education. According to Kandari and Fernandez 2023, Geogebra is a dynamic mathematical software that was introduced by Marcus Hohenwater in 2002 as a project in his master and educational study in philosophy. Referring to the study by Hamza and Hidayat 2022, Geogebra can be used to explore numerous mathematical topics such as geometry, distance, linear equation, and functions. Moreover, according to a study by Manganyana et al. In 2020, Geogebra is a very successful pedagogical tool for teaching geometry in South Africa deep rural schools. Geogebra helps improve geometry instruction and learning in isolated schools because it can be used without an internet connection. This is corroborated by a study conducted by Bayaga et al. In 2019, who discovered that Geogebra use had a statistically significant impact on students' ability to successfully solve problems using circle geometry theorems. In addition, the use of Geogebra is seen as an alternative to new teaching methods. This can be proved through a pre- and post-test study by Owusu et al. In 2023, who found that the achievement of university students in Ghana is better compared to the conventional method. The study of Rahman et al. In 2023 also proved that the use of Geogebra can improve high-order thinking skill HOTS in secondary school students when compared to the conventional teachings. This also supported by the study of Ishartono et al. 2022, who showed that Geogebra integrated flipped learning is more effective in raising student level of independent study in online mathematics learning compared to the traditional flipped learning and conventional teaching approach. According to Diva et al. In 2023, the use of Geogebra can help students visualize mathematical concepts and improve their mathematical learning experience. It also allows students to think critically, creatively, and innovatively. This coincides with the statement of Kim and Ali in 2022 that this software encourages students to solve mathematical problems and produce assignments more creatively and innovatively. In summary, Geogebra is an educational resource that facilitates the teaching and learning process of mathematics. The use of Geogebra in the classroom has many advantages for both teachers and students. A systematic literature review (SLR) was carried out to determine the user's perspective and the utilization of Geogebra in mathematics education. According to Hamza and Hidayat in 2022, SLR is a study that necessitates the development of precise research questions by employing systematic and explicit procedure for locating, choosing, assessing, collecting, and analyzing the data from the prior studies. According to Zakaria in 2023, there are 5 phases in systematic review as shown in this figure here. For the first phase, the review questions for this study were created by looking up the pertinent issues and problems discussed in earlier research. The researchers start by looking for earlier systematic review that address the implementation of GeoGebra in mathematics education and its outcomes. However, the researcher was unable to find any papers that address these issues. Therefore, the following inquiries were sought to be addressed by this study. Gathering pertinent studies during the preliminary research and determine their acceptability based on inclusion and exclusion criteria were the key steps engaged in the second phase. The researcher used a variety of keywords as shown in this figure to conduct an initial search on these two platforms. In the third phase, a study selection approach was used to find the pertinent papers that should be included in the review in order to maintain its quality. Potential primary studies were identified using inclusion and exclusion criteria, and those that met the criteria were preferred for inclusion in this analysis. The chosen studies had to satisfy the following prerequisites in the table here. For the fourth phase, Google Scholar and the Web of Science were used as the literature databases in this review to find the pertinent studies. Through the use of both databases, 285 studies published between 2018 and 2023 were found, with 175 coming from the Google Scholar and 110 from the Web of Science. 136 results remain after the results were filtered to remove the duplicate records as well as non-journal sources. Then, 101 results were dropped because they failed to provide the full text article and 80 did not satisfy the inclusion criterion. The researcher ultimately discovered 15 publications which were further examined using the entire text. The search procedure is summarized in the Prisma flowchart in this figure. For the last phase, the researcher utilized content analysis as a method to study the outcomes. The researcher sorted previous studies into 3 categories based on the methodologies as shown in this table to identify the patterns. The researcher conducted a systematic assessment of educational studies published between 2018 and 2023 with a focus on users' perspective and perception regarding to the GeoGebra and its implementation in mathematics education. As the result, this table shows that there are 15 articles that have been selected and reviewed to answer 2 research questions after implementing the review process using the Prisma Protocol 2020. The findings of the study show that there were many studies on the use of the GeoGebra software conducted from 2018 to 2023. This shows that the researchers are interested in studying the use of GeoGebra in mathematics education from the aspect of how to use it and from the perspective of GeoGebra users. The results of the study show that the most users hold favorable views of the Geogebra and find it an effective pedagogical tool. Users believe that this software can enhance their understanding of mathematics concepts and increase their motivation and performance in learning mathematics. Zaba et al. In 2020 found that both teacher and student use Geogebra easily. This is because it has a tutorial to make it easier for users to understand how to use it. According to Belges and Kamaludin in 2018, teachers' belief and competency can influence the implementation of Geogebra in mathematics education. This means that when teachers are confident and have high competency in using Geogebra, they will implement it effectively in the mathematics classroom. For the implementation of Geogebra in mathematics education, the results reveal that the use of Geogebra in mathematics education can be seen as being used all over the world. According to Sarala Aras in 2020, middle school mathematics teachers use this software to provide visual representation, facilitate student learning, raise engagement, lessen teachers' burden, and save their time. Moreover, the use of Geogebra in mathematics education requires teachers to diversify teaching methods and class management. It found that there are users using Geogebra through problem-based learning, flipped learning, Geogebra assists creative problem-solving CPS learning, multi-teaching approach, and hands-on activity. In addition, various mathematical topics are suitable for using Geogebra as a teaching aid. However, the implementation of Geogebra in the mathematics education can be limited because of lesson planning, social context, time management, classroom organization, a lack of knowledge, exposure to and experience using Geogebra, and lack of facilities. In conclusion, it was discovered that Geogebra users, including mathematics educators and students, show more favorable response to studying mathematics than those who utilize conventional methods. The use of Geogebra is thought to benefit users in many ways. The literature review indicates that Geogebra may be utilized on a number of mathematical topics and that it can be combined with a variety of effective pedagogies. Despite the fact that Geogebra is used extensively around the globe, it has been discovered that mathematics teachers have trouble incorporating it in the classroom due to the time constraints, classroom management, and lesson planning. Overall, Geogebra is an effective tool of supporting remote learning, and as technology becomes a more significant part of education, its use will certainly become more widespread. That's all from me. Thank you.